everybody, welcome back to my channel. I want to preface this video with saying that I never wanted to have a YouTube channel. I'm a writer. I like to be behind the scenes, not seen, just working my creative process. But lately, Jesus has been prompting me to get his messages out. So, therefore, a few days ago, I made a promise to share my testimony, and I was going to record that testimony fresh yesterday. And then I found the video that I had previously posted and decided to use that one instead. Now, that video was taken several months ago, probably 4 months ago. Since then, I became struck with black mold poisoning, which they found under our kitchen sink here in the apartments that we live in. They have since removed it. However, we did find more. But in the removal process, I got infected with the black mold poisoning. And within a very short period of time, I went from walking 2 miles a day. Back at the gym, I was working out. I was starting to play racquetball again, which is a sport I used to play when I was younger. I used to compete in it. I was very athletic growing up. And since the black mold poisoning, I became extremely puffy. I gained 30 pounds overnight, yet I could hardly eat. Probably retaining a lot of water, not sure. I did go to the doctor. They tested for mold. The test results came back. You have no mold in your system. However, the doctor told me the labs here in California do not test for black mold. Now, I don't know if they test anywhere for black mold. And since that time, here are my symptoms. I have extreme pain in my hands, and my fingers are numb. And it's also affected my feet. I have pain in my feet and electrical currents going down my arms, my legs, my feet, and it's been very painful. I've been debilitated down to the point where I couldn't walk. I was extremely fatigued. I was using a cane. I had a hard time dressing myself, taking a shower, and I'm a stay-at-home wife right now. I'm very blessed that way. I have a husband who works and takes care of me because I've struggled with various things over the years, like autoimmune disorders. And since the black mold poisoning literally took over my life overnight, the pain has made it hard to dress myself. My cognitive abilities have been off. I have a hard time taking care of the finances, which was my job at home, and keeping the house clean and that type of thing. So I'm telling you all this because this has humbled me down to my knees as a person in my life who has spent most of my life going about 100 million miles per hour, doing for others, caretaking for others, priding myself in how much I could get done each day around the house, how much I could work out. That was how I got my validation was by doing for others and being as active as possible. Well, I can no longer be as active as possible. And the lesson I'm learning is that I've had to slow down. I've had to get extremely humble. And I've had to reach for the Lord every second of the day and night. I could not sleep through the night because the pain is so intense. My husband has had to move out of our bed into a separate bedroom where he has his own bed so he can get the rest that he needs. I'm just telling you guys all this as kind of a public service announcement that if you have black mold in your house, get help with it right away. Well, in the process of not being able to walk very well and finding herbal remedies and researching and finding things that are helping me to alleviate my pain and helping me getting better, besides going to the doctor, which here in California, I'm not sure how it is in the rest of the country, but health insurance it has become so expensive that we haven't been able to afford it for about 2 years now. Even with my husband's benefits, they charge so much and pay so little that it just became simply unaffordable. So we don't have health insurance. I pay cash for my doctor's visit, and I got on a prescription med, which helps a little bit. But throughout this process, I've researched herbal remedies on YouTube through different doctors, like Dr. Berg has been a huge help. I'll see about linking his channel in here. Again, I'm new at making videos. Don't even know how to link anything else, but I'll see what I can do. But it's Dr. Berg. He's helped me the most. And I'm actually coming out the other side of it right now. Plus, I had a friend who was also struck with black mold poisoning. She, however, did not know what was happening to her, and it took her a year and a half to figure out what was happening. She couldn't do anything but lay on the floor with her arms out like this with the shooting pain, and she couldn't work. She couldn't do anything. Her husband had to come home and take care of her, and she's been walking me through her remedies that she has done. So thank God for her, because through her pain, she's been able to guide me through. And she's been telling me, I didn't know why I was going through this. And I've been telling her, you've been such a blessing to me. And she's in our church. She's part of one of our church groups. She runs our Bible study. And thank God for her and her pain, because her pain and suffering has helped me get better faster. And we were talking about it, and she said, I guess I went through it for you, to help you. And I'm so grateful for her. And I'm not glad that she went through what she went through. She's over it now, years later. But she sees a purpose in her pain. And that's what I'm learning, that throughout our pain in our lives, whether it be through our childhood or whatever illness that we are going through, we can help others. We can walk them through their pain, and we can get closer to our God. And that's exactly what it's done. It's humbled me down so far that I have had no choice but to stop, seek Jesus, ask for help. I've prayed for healing. And basically, what I'm learning is that you may not get an automatic healing through whatever pain or suffering you're going through. But if you know Jesus and you have God in your life, He will surely walk you through it. And along the way, because I go slower, I'm stumbling around the park. I'm off my cane now. I stumble around the park trying to get my balance back, learning how to walk again. I keep running into people, all kinds of people now that I otherwise would not have run into because I would have had my headphones in, listened to music, and just gone about my business. Well, Jesus told me, I want you to take your headphones out. I want you to walk through purpose through the park. I want you to listen to the birds. I want you to contemplate. I want you to think about me. I want you to understand how much I love you and I'm with you and I'm walking you through your pain. And that's something we all need to hear, that if you know Jesus, He is and will walk you through your pain and suffering, no matter what it is you are going through. And that's what I'm learning today, that He walks us through our pain and suffering. At the end of our last video, I said that I was going to start on step 1, and I will. It's January now. Um, I'm realizing by making these videos that I have so much to share with people, and I'm not sharing it for me. It's all for Jesus's glory, because you can either seek the darkness, which doesn't care about your pain and your suffering. He loves to see you in pain and suffering. Jesus, if we choose Him, because we're in a broken, fallen world, there is going to be pain and suffering. We were never promised an easy life here on earth. We were never promised a life here on earth with no trouble. And Jesus says, you will have trouble in this life, but take heart. I have overcome the world. So you can either choose to curse God and be angry and resentful and harbor all that, which that kind of poison only poisons yourself, or you can choose to follow Jesus. And today I choose to follow Jesus. I choose to humble myself. I choose to not blame Him for what I'm going through. He's not a genie. I don't just call upon Him and He fixes all my problems. I call upon Him and I have faith that He's walking me through. And anybody can do that. If you don't know Jesus, you can reach out to Jesus. All you have to do is say, this is my prayer. Now, I don't know if it's the exact correct prayer, okay? But this is my prayer for anybody who wants to come to know the Lord, which I haven't always known my whole life. It's been about 15 years now, as I've said in my last video. But this is my prayer for you. If you want to follow along, if you're ready to take Jesus into your heart, I promise you, He will show you who He is. He will. He will. I have had visions with Him when He first came into my heart, and I'm going to be sharing those in other videos, the visions I've had of Jesus from my first one on up until my last. They may get interchanged here and there as they come up appropriately, and the horns honking in the background. See, the devil always tries to get in your way. And you know what? I don't care about the horn honking. I'm going to go ahead and say this anyways. This is the prayer. Now a motorcycle. See how the devil wants to get in there? That's why I'm leaving it in the video, because I'm showing you that He tries to do stuff to distract us. Don't let him distract you. Okay, this is the prayer. I know that it's probably annoying that I left the horn honking and the motorcycle in there. I left it in there for a purpose to show you that there's always going to be distractions. Always. You can either get frustrated and give up, or you can stop, pause, tell the distractions, I'm not going to listen to you. Anyways, here's the prayer. If you don't know Jesus and you want him to come into your heart, you can say something as simple as this: Jesus, I know you are the light of the world. You came here, you died on the cross for my sins. You are the Son of God. You are the creator of all life. I ask you, come into my heart now. Make me an instrument of your peace and love. Forgive me for my sins. Help me to forgive myself for my sins. Please take up residence in my heart. Change me, mold me, make me like you. Help me see the way forward with you now. I don't want to walk this earth alone. Just come into my heart. If you prayed that simple prayer, I believe that you will be saved. If you want to go further, find a good church that teaches the Bible. I have a church, a very wonderful pastor, Pastor Jim, at our church. He doesn't get into politics. He goes straight from the Bible. I'm on the edge of my seat every week, listening to him, learning. I've never been like that before. Never in my life have I found a church so miraculous as the one that we have found. I'm not a Bible thumper. I will pray for people on the streets. I will pray for you here on YouTube. If you leave your name in the comment, I'll make a prayer video just for you. Tell me what you're going through. I will pray for you. I will lay hands on my screen and I will pray for you. I will say your name and I will pray for you. Okay? I love you. I try to love all the world. I don't always get along with everybody in my life. I'm not perfect. Christians aren't perfect. You know, we never claim to be perfect. We're just saved and we know we're forgiven, and we just, hopefully most of us Christians, we just try every day to be better people for our families, our husbands, our friends, our children, in my case, my grandchildren. We're all beloved sons and daughters of God if you have invited him into your house, yes, your house, your heart, your home, your life. So I do truly love all the world, because if everybody reached out and sought Jesus, there would be no more war here on earth. We would truly have peace on earth. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. The devil is the prince of evil. He wants to see you suffer. Jesus wants to see you prosper and have peace. Thank you. God bless you.